Hello everybody, welcome to JLABTV. I'm JLAB and this is Football Manager 2016, the Unemployment Challenge, and we are going into the months of October and November of 2021. Our first game of October was away to Bradford and we got the lead inside the 4th minute thanks to Leonardo da Silva Lopez to score it in the 4th minute. And we found ourselves 2-0. It took us another 32 minutes to get the goal. Summerfield playing Wallace in, and Wallace was not going to miss from that sort of angle, especially with the keeper in the wrong position. It took us until the 50th minute to get a third goal, but Booty scored his best goal of to date and his first of the season with that effort. Before 7 minutes later, it was 4. Booty played the ball in again after his corner was initially cleared away for Summerfield to score to make it 4-0 against his former club. We did not keep a clean sheet, however, much to my own disappointment. Renlecce managed to get on the end of that and make it 4-1 for his first goal of the season. So we managed to destroy Bradford City at their ground, and I couldn't have been happier. It was a great performance on our part. Our next game was at home against Exeter City, and we found ourselves 1-0 up inside the 11th minute of the game when Summerfield scored the opening goal, with his 7th of the season. But just 9 minutes later, Exeter scored the last goal of the game. Windass Fantine and Bennett scored on the rebound to make it 1-0 with his 12th of the season. I wasn't happy with that, but the fact we didn't lose did help my mood a little bit. Our next game was away to Middlesbrough, and we found ourselves going 1-0 down when Shuttleworth's cross found Marco, who made it 1-0 inside the 14th minute of the game, his 2nd of the season. Though it did take us until the second half to get a goal, we did get the equalising goal. Williams found Summerfield and the keeper again made a mistake, which gave Summerfield all the time in the world to score. And it was just 13 minutes later that we found ourselves going 2-1 up. Williams found Summerfield again, and this time Summerfield was scoring to give us a lead. However, just 13 minutes later, Middlesbrough did get another equaliser, themselves this time. Mitchell Curry scoring to make it 2-2 in the 74th minute of the game, his 4th of the season. But 14 minutes later, just being from a corner, we found it ourselves 3-2 up. Williams scoring his first goal of the season with that effort in the 80th minute of the game. And 4 minutes later, in the 92nd minute of the game, we put the game to bed. Lucas found Robinson, he found Pollock, and Pollock scored to make it 4-2, his 2nd of the season. Not bad timing. And considering this is a side who I was not really expecting to win against, I'm rather delighted by the result, especially since Middlesbrough are one of the favourites for promotion. They're definitely not acting like it. Our next game was at home to Fleetwood in the league, and Booty scored the only goal of the game with his 2nd of the season in the 65th minute of the game. I wasn't going to complain with that result because it meant we had gotten the win, though Fleetwood did try their hardest to get a goal back, but they didn't get the goal they were looking for, so we managed to get all 3 points. Our next game was away to Cardiff, and again we could have gotten all 3 points, but we didn't do that this time. They held us to a 0-0 draw. I can't believe I'm saying held us because it feels weird saying that when it comes to Cardiff against Macclesfield. You'd think Macclesfield would be the team that would be destroyed by Cardiff at their stadium, wouldn't you? But no, Cardiff were on the back foot for most of the game, and we were unlucky not to have gotten the win here. So hopefully we can get a win against them next time out. Our next game was at home to Oxford, and this is the last game of October, and we found ourselves 1-0 up inside the 10th minute of the game thanks to Wallace's goal, though we only held the lead for 8 minutes. Conley found Randell, he found Toulon, and Toulon was not going to miss from there. And just 6 minutes later, Oxford were 1-0 up. Conley found Randell, Randell scored the winning goal of the game to give Oxford all 3 points, and despite the fact we tried our hardest to get a goal, we couldn't break them down for a second time to give us a share of the spoils, and we had been beaten by the team that was bottom of the table. Yeah, I'm not very happy with that result, I'm just saying now. Our next match was at home to Port Vale in the FA Cup, and Collins' cross found Da Silva Lopez for the only goal of the game, send us through to the 2nd round of the FA Cup, where we will face Crawley in the first match of December. Hopefully we can get to the full 3rd or 4th round like we've done in the last 2 years, because that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Our first league game of November was at home to Gillingham, my local team, And we found ourselves going 1-0 up into the 43rd minute of the game when Summerfield scored his 10th league goal of the season to give us the lead. And we made sure that we got all 3 points in the 84th minute of the game when Booty found Norwood, and Norwood found the back of the net to make it 2-0 to Macclesfield Town with his first ever goal for the club. Yay! We won, and we keeping our charge of promotion going. I can't believe I'm saying that. Our next match was a league game away at Cambridge, and we got ourselves the lead inside the 54th minute of the game when Wallace managed to score his 5th goal of the season to give us a rather deserved lead. However, we weren't able to hold on to the lead. Thompson found Sakovic and he found Tanner, who had 2 attempts to score after Mitov couldn't keep hold of the first shot. We dropped 2 points because we really deserved to get a win out of this game, though we didn't win, and we paid the price for not being able to beat the keeper. Our last game of November and last game of the video was at home to Preston League, and we found ourselves 1-0 up when Summerfield scored his 11th of the season inside the 18th minute of the game. However, the second half, to be honest with you, Preston didn't really make it easy for us, and when Walker scored to make it 1-1 in the 57th minute of the game, it was hard. It was actually expected, to be honest with you. But when they were 2-1 up, I'm not sure if I could say I was surprised by this because they had Preston to do this. Ojama making it 2-1 with his 2nd of the season gave Preston, in all honesty, despite the fact that we had more shots, it gave Preston the deserved win. They were better on the day compared to where we had been, and we just didn't show up. We just never really got into the game and did well for ourselves, so we just let ourselves down. So after this November, we are in 4th place in League 1 in our first season after getting promoted. And here I was thinking we may be struggling to avoid relegation. 32 points after 19 games, not bad going. We've only scored 27 goals, but we have got the best defence with 19 goals conceded. I'm not sure why, but I remember in League 2, my first season in League 2, we struggled defensively, but for some reason we seem to do well defensively in League 1 in our first attempt. So whether my tactics are going well or something else is happening, I don't know. But something seems to be clicking, and despite the fact we've only taken 1 win in our last 5 matches, this league itself, every team in this league seems to be very inconsistent at times. I mean, sure, I'm saying it now, but Notts County have only won 1 in their last 5 as well. They have taken just 1 more point than us. And we could have been top of the table quite a few times had we not been pegged back by Cambridge, which cost us 2 points. We would have been in 3rd place. And the fact that we lost to Preston, another 3 points dropped, we could have been at least 3 points clear had we not dropped those 5 points in the last 2 matches. So, I don't know. It's really weird, but I'm just thinking that we are probably going to do well. Though Bradford are in 21st and they have not lost in their last 5 matches, so consistency seems questionable in this league, but I'm very happy we are at least 14 points clear of the relegation zone. I'm starting to wonder if I should be targeting promotion or not. But anyway, I am going to end this video here. I've got the FA Cup game against Crawley first and foremost, and then I'll see what happens after that. But I'm hoping that you have enjoyed this video. Hope you like and favourite this video. It will really help me out a lot. So anyway, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.